It is 2 in the morning. You are lying in bed, staring into the dark, exhausted but entirely awake. Out of nowhere, your mind retrieves a memory from 10 years ago. It's that awkward joke that landed terribly, or the confident answer you gave in a meeting that was entirely wrong. Within seconds, the physiological response hits. Your heart rate spikes, your muscles tense. You physically cringe, reliving the exact humiliation of a moment long gone. Your brain routinely discards vast amounts of information. It deletes entire years of your childhood, the names of old coworkers, and thousands of mundane daily routines without a second thought. Yet it has preserved the single, agonizingly awkward interaction in flawless, high-definition detail. This creates a bizarre paradox. Your own memory system is obsessively hoarding the exact files you would pay to erase. To understand why this happens, we have to look back to the ancestral savanna. Early humans survived by cooperating in tightly knit tribes. In that environment, the brain was optimized for a single directive: keep the body alive. Committing a social mistake in a small tribe was dangerous. If you offended the group or broke a norm, you risked being pushed to the edges of the community. Rejection meant a loss of food, a loss of shelter, and a loss of protection. Social isolation often led directly to death, which forced the brain to treat social threats with extreme caution. That caution is managed by a small structure deep in the brain called the amygdala. It acts as an uncompromising emotional alarm system. When you experience intense emotions, it permanently tags that memory with a massive warning label and files it in long-term storage. This aggressive preservation strategy guarantees that you remember exactly what you did wrong, ensuring you never repeat a potentially fatal social error. That 2 a.m. cringe attack is a highly effective evolutionary learning mechanism, functioning exactly as designed to protect you from social isolation. Consider a modern social mistake. You are in a crowded coffee shop and you accidentally knock your drink all over the counter. Psychologists point to a cognitive bias called the spotlight effect. We instinctively assume that everyone around us is watching, evaluating, and cataloging our mistakes. Over time, your internal recording of the spill grows. You remember the gasps and the heavy weight of public judgment. But the truth is entirely different. The observers around you are preoccupied. They noted the spill, then forgot it within minutes. The event fades for everyone else, leaving only your brain holding on to the exaggerated file. So why does your mind wait until the middle of the night to pull it back? During the day, you are surrounded by high-level cognitive distractions. Work tasks, conversations, and screens demand constant attention, drowning out your internal background noise. When night falls and those inputs stop, your brain begins a process of mental housekeeping. In the silence, unresolved and highly emotional files naturally bubble up to the conscious surface. The modern cringe attack is simply a matter of timing. A biologically exaggerated memory file finally gets its turn to play because there are no distractions left to block it. Which brings us back to that dark bedroom. This late-night intrusion is an evolutionary progress report. The capacity to feel embarrassed by a past action proves that you now possess a higher level of social awareness than you did when the event actually occurred. You cringe because you recognize the mistake. The version of you who committed that error no longer exists in that same form. Every single person you meet today is walking around carrying their own hidden, heavy backpack of agonizing memories. Everyone has a mental catalog of awkward moments they wish they could delete. A vast catalog of awkward moments simply makes you universally human. The agonizing discomfort you feel at 2 a.m. is the cost of learning. It is the undeniable proof that you are changing, adapting, and moving forward.